Buying a Rolex or Omega should be simple. Instead, it's one of the easiest ways to waste thousands of dollars. Most buyers walk into this comparison already convinced Rolex is the obvious choice. Others assume Omega is simply the smarter value. The truth? Both groups are making the same mistake. Today, we're settling this in 4 rounds, comparing these incredible watches to answer one question. When is Rolex worth the premium? And when is Omega the smarter buy? Let's crank the crown. The Rolex Submariner, $17,000. The Submariner Starbucks isn't just Rolex's most recognizable dive watch. It's the watch every other luxury diver has spent decades trying to catch. At 41 millimeters, it somehow feels substantial without ever becoming bulky, while the glossy black dial and unmistakable green Cerachrome bezel add just enough consistency to an already timeless design. Inside beats the Rolex Caliber 3235, a COSC certified movement with a Chronogy escapement, 70-hour power reserve, and the kind of reliability that makes you forget service intervals even exist. Everything about this watch feels deliberate. Nothing screams for attention, yet somehow everyone notices it. Yes, $17,000 is serious money. But this isn't just about buying a dive watch, it's about buying the benchmark. If effortless versatility, long-term desirability, and complete ownership confidence matter most, I'd still confidently spend my own money on the Submariner. If any of these watches catch your attention, you'll find links below to exquisite timepieces, a trusted partner I've personally bought from and confidently recommend. They're an authorized dealer for leading luxury watch brands, so you can browse with confidence knowing you're getting genuine watches backed by manufacturer warranties. If you'd like to check current availability, you'll find the links in the description. The Omega Seamaster Diver 300M, $6,700. Here's where Omega starts asking some very uncomfortable questions. Because for almost half the price of the Submariner, the Seamaster Diver 300 meters refuses to feel like half the watch. The 42mm steel case has real wrist presence, while the blue ceramic dial, laser engraved with flowing waves, catches the light like sunlight dancing across the ocean. Inside beats Omega's Meta-certified Caliber 8800, complete with a coaxial escapement, 55-hour power reserve, and anti-magnetic resistance strong enough to shrug off modern life without breaking a sweat. Then there's the exhibition caseback, a quiet reminder that Omega actually wants you to admire the movement you've paid for. This watch doesn't chase Rolex, it challenges it. If cutting-edge engineering, genuine value, and getting extraordinary watchmaking for your money matter most, this is the Omega I'd confidently buy. This round comes down to one simple question. What are you actually paying for? The Seamaster gives you incredible technology, a visible movement, anti-magnetic performance that's genuinely useful, and one of the strongest value propositions in luxury watchmaking. The Submariner gives you something that's much harder to quantify: confidence. Confidence that it'll work with anything you wear, confidence that it'll hold its desirability, and confidence that you'll probably never regret owning it. If you want maximum watch for your money, buy the Omega. If you value timeless design, effortless versatility, and the peace of mind that comes with owning the benchmark, buy the Rolex. Most buyers think this battle is about specs. It isn't. It's about what gives you confidence when you look down at your wrist. The Rolex Datejust 41, $16,000. The Datejust is proof that sometimes the safest design becomes the most iconic. This mint green dial transforms a familiar watch into something that feels fresh without trying too hard. It's subtle until the light hits it. Then it absolutely comes alive. At 41 millimeters, the Oyster case wears with effortless confidence, while the fluted white gold bezel and Jubilee bracelet add just enough sparkle to remind you this isn't a tool watch, it's a celebration. Inside beats the Rolex Caliber 3235, offering a 70-hour power reserve, chronology escapement, and the dependable precision Rolex has built its reputation on. This isn't the watch that shouts across the room. It's the one that quietly says, "I've arrived." If you want one luxury watch that can genuinely do everything, from boardrooms to beach holidays, the Datejust remains one of the safest places I'd put my own money. The Omega Aquaterra 150M Turquoise, $7,400. The Aquaterra has always been Omega's quiet overachiever, but this turquoise dial, it finally gives the watch the personality it always deserved. The horizontal teak pattern catches the light beautifully, shifting from vibrant blue to deep turquoise depending on the angle, while the 38mm case wears with a balance that feels almost tailor-made for everyday life. Inside is Omega's Metas certified caliber 8800, featuring a coaxial escapement, 55-hour power reserve, and anti-magnetic resistance that leaves most luxury watches looking positively old-fashioned. Turn it over, and the sapphire caseback lets you admire every bit of that engineering. The Aquaterra doesn't need a fluted bezel or a famous logo to feel luxurious. It earns that feeling through craftsmanship. If quiet confidence, outstanding technology, and genuine everyday versatility matter more than instant recognition, this is the Omega I'd confidently buy. This round exposes another mistake buyers make. They assume the more expensive watch must automatically be the better everyday watch. Better for who? The Datejust has earned its reputation. It's effortlessly elegant, endlessly versatile, and few watches transition from a suit to a t-shirt quite as naturally. That's why it's become a benchmark. But the Aquaterra quietly fights back with superior movement technology, a stunning modern dial, and enough versatility to make you question why you'd spend more than twice the money. If you want timeless prestige and the watch that's almost impossible to regret, buy the Datejust. If you want exceptional engineering, understated luxury, and one of the smartest values in this entire video, buy the Aquaterra. The wrong choice isn't Rolex or Omega. It's buying recognition when what you really wanted was refinement. The Rolex GMT Master 2, $22,000. The GMT Master 2 Pepsi isn't just a watch anymore, it's become a destination. Originally built for airline pilots crossing time zones, it now represents something far bigger: success. That unmistakable red and blue Cerachrome bezel is instantly recognizable, while the 40mm Oyster case and Jubilee bracelet somehow feel both sporty and luxurious. Inside beats the Rolex caliber 3285, delivering true flyer GMT functionality, a chronology escapement, and a 70-hour power reserve. It's a movement built for people who actually travel, not just dream about it. But here's what no reviewer tells you. At $22,000 pre-owned, you're paying for more than engineering. You're paying for demand, reputation, and the feeling of owning one of the most coveted Rolexes ever made. If that emotional reward matters to you, this watch earns its place. The Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch Professional, $9,000. The Moonwatch has something money can't buy: credibility. This isn't a watch that became famous because celebrities wore it. It became famous because astronauts trusted it when failure wasn't an option. The 42mm asymmetrical case, twisted lyre lugs, and stepped black dial have barely changed because, frankly, they didn't need to. Inside beats Omega's Metas certified caliber 3861, featuring a coaxial escapement, manual winding, a 50-hour power reserve, and the same Moonwatch DNA, refined for modern ownership. Winding it each morning isn't an inconvenience, it's part of the ritual. Like pouring yourself a glass of whiskey neat after a long day. The Speedmaster doesn't ask for attention, it earns respect. If genuine history, mechanical romance, and one of the greatest chronographs ever created matter more than hype, this is the watch I proudly spend my own money on. This round isn't about choosing the better watch. It's about deciding what kind of icon you want on your wrist. The GMT Master 2 is the watch people aspire to own. It carries prestige, incredible desirability, and the kind of presence that's recognized from across the room. There's a reason demand never seems to slow down. The Speedmaster tells a different story. It doesn't rely on scarcity or hype. It lets its history, engineering, and emotional connection do the talking. If you want the thrill of owning one of Rolex's most coveted modern sports watches, buy the GMT Master 2. If you want an icon you'll appreciate more every time you wind it, buy the Moonwatch. Most buyers think every icon represents the same thing. The truth is, they represent completely different dreams. And if you like calm, honest watch advice, hit subscribe. The Rolex Explorer 2, $10,600. The Explorer 2 might just be the least appreciated Rolex until you actually own one. It doesn't have a ceramic bezel, it doesn't scream for attention, and that's precisely why so many collectors eventually fall in love with it. The 42mm oyster steel case wears surprisingly well thanks to its balanced proportions, while the fixed 24-hour bezel and bright orange GMT hand remind you this watch was built for explorers, not Instagram. Inside is the Rolex Caliber 3285, offering true flyer GMT functionality, a chronology escapement, and a 70-hour power reserve that makes everyday ownership effortless. This isn't the Rolex people buy to impress strangers. It's the Rolex they buy after they've stopped caring about impressing anyone. If quiet confidence, genuine utility, and one of the most underrated watches in Rolex's catalogue speak to you, I'd confidently put my own money here. The Omega Speedmaster FOIS, $8,900. The first Omega in space isn't trying to replace the Moonwatch. It's telling the chapter that came before it. Inspired by the Speedmaster worn by astronaut Wally Schirra during Sigma 7 in 1962, it feels more intimate, more vintage, and somehow more personal. The beautifully balanced 39.7mm case wears smaller and dressier than the professional, while the grey-blue dial, alpha hands, and vintage Omega logo give it a warmth that's impossible to fake. Inside beats Omega's manual wind Caliber 3861, bringing Meta's certification, a coaxial escapement, and a 50-hour power reserve to a design rooted in history. Every morning wind feels like participating in that story. This isn't the Speedmaster everyone owns, it's the one enthusiasts quietly recommend. If you value heritage, character, and wearing something that feels genuinely special, this is the Omega I'd confidently buy. When this channel reaches 10,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away this brand new Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. I'll publish a dedicated giveaway video with all the details once we get there. This giveaway is my way of giving back to the watch community that supports this channel. Entry will be free, and one eligible entrant will be selected at random. This round reveals the difference between buying a watch for everyone else and buying one for yourself. The Explorer 2 is understated, incredibly capable, and refreshingly free from the hype that surrounds so many modern Rolexes. It's the kind of watch that quietly grows on you until you can't imagine your collection without it. The FOIS takes a different path. It leans into emotion, vintage charm, and one of the most authentic stories in modern watchmaking. Every detail feels intentional, and every glance at the dial reminds you why collectors fell in love with the Speedmaster in the first place. If you want the most versatile sleeper Rolex, buy the Explorer 2. If you want the Speedmaster that collectors will be talking about for years to come, buy the FOIS. The biggest mistake isn't overlooking these watches. It's assuming the obvious choice is always the most rewarding one. So, after 4 rounds, who wins? Rolex or Omega? Wrong question. And that's exactly why so many people buy the wrong one. If you're about to spend thousands of dollars on a luxury watch, don't start with the logo, start with yourself. Rolex sells confidence through timeless design, unmatched desirability, and the feeling that you've bought the benchmark. If prestige, long-term value, and effortless versatility matter most, it's very hard to argue against. Omega takes a different approach. It keeps asking, what if we gave you more? More innovation, more visible craftsmanship, more history, more watch for your money. If that's what excites you, Omega is one of the smartest purchases in luxury watchmaking. Neither brand is objectively better, they're simply solving different problems. Let me know in the comments, are you Team Rolex or Team Omega? And which watch would you actually spend your own money on? If any of these watches have been whispering to you, I've linked them below through an authorized dealer I trust, so you get the full manufacturer warranty and none of the grey market trouble. If you made it this far, please subscribe. And if you liked this video, you should watch this next one on the screen because you might like it as well.